Hello, class of 2020. My name is Alfeil Felipe, or Alf, and as a fellow graduate, I would like to congratulate you all on this amazing accomplishment. And although not an ideal time or setting, let us celebrate our journey, the memories created, friendships formed, and the future ahead, even if that remains 6 feet apart. Let us thank the people and pets that have supported us through it all. And most importantly, commemorate yourself, your triumph against personal grief, restless nights, or maybe that one professor who wouldn't round that 89.9. We made it. Now, before we all go on our separate paths, I want to leave you with an anecdote and a message of comfort. Let's think back to how many of us began college. Finally having independence, full of energy, and no eye bags, life seemed great. Well, for me, it was all fun and games until I failed all my first exams, struggled to find new friends, and came this close to transferring back home. I mean, who else thought they peaked in high school? The new semester, new me motto could only get me so far, and I concluded the obvious. Life just never goes as planned. Even now, our fantasized closure of graduation has perhaps been marred by disappointment and unsaid goodbyes. However, in journeys when we lose our sense of belonging, when backup plans fall short, I still believe there is hope in the midst of uncertainty. Rather than preparing to take on new feats, find grounding before moving forward. Specifically, I have found 2 tethers of comfort across my journey. The first tether incorporates the accumulation of our experiences. Recognize the times when we have surpassed sorrow and tragedy, how we have grown from hardships, successes, and the moments when we just try to get by. The second tether is our relationships. Relationships symbolize our values and the influences upon our lives. While we have personal relationships that help promote our character, also recognize the moral responsibility we have to others, sharing the integrity of our living principles, not only physically, but through our thoughts, beliefs, motives, and words. These 2 attributes have provided me a tether to comfort and peace, and I realized this at the end of my sophomore year, when I thought my aspirations of becoming a doctor were ruined. Like many others, personal and academic hardships drained my energy and motivation. You know, I think college has taught us all how to put up a front, but inside I felt hopeless and disconnected from friends. However, as I let time drag me forward, I found comfort in smaller things. It started with different opportunities as I became more involved in our college, an internship, and even joined a new gym. And don't get me wrong, I still love Southwest, but the different experiences introduced new vigor, and most importantly, deeper relationships. I became intentional with my interactions, strike conversation first, and listened more. The different stories, smiles, and laughs lifted me up day by day. New joys and support systems sparked confidence towards my pursuit in medicine, and I found myself trying to repay the positive influences I experienced. My path taught me to embrace the moments of vulnerability, as personal suffering and failure are nothing to discount. Thus, I urge you to translate your experiences and relationships into positive change. Practice generosity, selflessness, and empathy. Let us continue to educate ourselves and listen actively to those in need, as new perspectives may refresh our livelihood as they did with mine. To close, I want to quote the author from When Breath Becomes Air, Paul Kalanithi. Human knowledge is never contained in one person. It grows from the relationships we create between each other and the world. And still, it is never complete. And I like this because it displays a connection between the 2 tethers. 1, our experiences that attempt to grapple life's anguish, and 2, our relationships that ground our present and guide our future. For example, our thirst for closure, like right now, may have to settle with bittersweet reconciliation of the past few years. But don't feel pressure to find an immediate sense of belonging. We deserve to relish in our memories. Cherish the dumb and embarrassing moments, the highs and lows. Understand that fulfillment is not achieved through a plan or meeting expectations. Rather, learn to appreciate the present, our ongoing journey, as fulfillment is nourished by the experiences we've been fortunate to have and the people we're thankful to know. So, class of 2020, as time drags all of us forward, acknowledge how far you've come and how far you still can go. But don't forget to pick others up along the way. Congratulations, and go Gators.